Well, good night and welcome to this broadcast. Of course, it's Tier 2 action where SV United, they're taking on Sparta FC. Both teams just making their way into the middle. And I'm Anthony Denny. Here with me, of course, is Cecil Charles. Charles, good night.
Good night and welcome to the Brighton Technical Centre for this encounter. Promises to be a good matchup.
It does. These two teams, I believe, will be all part of the Premiership come next time around. And tonight is just a battle between themselves, I understand. And SV United, they certainly have been playing some good football based on reports I've had. I haven't actually seen them play for the season, but I understand they're an informed team, and so too Sparta FC. They're at this point in time exchanging pleasantries, and soon certainly we get things going on the way. Just to say to our viewers, it's slightly a little darker than it is normally here at the Brighton Technical Centre. There's a bit of a technical problem with regards to one of the lighting poles, and that being the case, certainly, as you notice on your screens, just a little darker, Charlo.
Yes, but still enough that we can have things up and running, and I'm sure that within a few minutes we'll be off and getting the game running. The officials are in the middle. Captains are just about taking the toss, and
it looks as if Sparta FC looks as if they've won the toss.
yes,
And they might be defending the eastern goal here. The officials, along with the two captains, just posing for a photo moment. And the exchanges certainly there in the middle. We see persons creeping in bit by bit here at the Brighton Technical Centre. Small but a growing crowd.
yes, it is. But certainly conditions much better than I anticipated, but taking into consider the rains earlier, and find that here is much brighter than really one anticipated.
Certainly. Well, we had a fair amount of rain today across St. Vincent and the Grenadines in my neck of the woods. There was sustained rain for about a good 15 to 20 minutes. A serious downpour, child, a lot of water. I was just in total disbelief when I look on the outside as to how much water was out there. But here at the Brighton Technical Centre, of course, it's and we know all across the country it's been pretty dry, and that water certainly has been soaked up by the surface here.
Well, certainly, I think this dry surface would really pick it up quite easily, and but the CWSA would be welcoming this weather.
Certainly. Well, just to go through the starting lineups, SV United tonight in goal is Zamali Francis. They're being captained by Courtney Thomas. The rest of the squad is Nathaniel Poole, Terrace Joseph, Kadeem Duncan, Ashley Henry, Ray Jordan, Akron Edwards, Kevon Clark, Akinde Samuel, and Devano Sutton, the starting 11 for SV United.
And for Sparta FC, Lesroy Lavier, he's in goal, sporting number 99, number 2. Conford Olivier, the captain, number 3. Noah Horn, and number 5, Ezra Thomas. Number 6, Sky Horn. Number 9, Mali King. 10, Cameron Straw. 11, Tyson Dalzell. Number 12, Zachary Latham. Number 19, Sunili Richards. And number 24, Carlson King.
So ball now with SV United. They have possession there on the far side, and forcing ball through the middle, searching there for what looks like Henry. And Henry's onto it, takes a one-time shot, but the defense was quickly around to just knock it away. First corner within the first minute.
Well, definitely, and it was good defensive work there by the number 19. That's Akron Edwards for SV United, and it's going to be the first corner as well for Sparta FC.
Well, it's actually SV United with a corner kick, Charlo.
Oh, SV United with the corner.
Certainly. And
Right.
Henry going onto the inside, making way for this corner kick. Now it's floated in and tipped over the crossbar there by goalkeeper Lavia.
It's going to be another corner.
Good corner kick it was. And just tipped over the bar. Let's see. Let's have a look at it again. Ball whipped in, and Lavia towering above everybody else, just ensuring that it doesn't get into the back of the net. Another corner kick. This time it's Henry. Heads are up. Missed by everyone. Out of touch. Let's see. Yes, and it's goal kick now to Sparta FC. So 0-0, and SV United, of course, early in this one. As we look at that corner kick once again, that missed everyone. The breeze has certainly picked up here, as is normally the case. And ball booted upfield now into the SV United half. They have possession, but robbed of it. And there is Richards battling for possession there with Henry, and it goes out of touch, I believe, off the boot
Dalzell.
of Dalzell. Ball back in defense as that throw was taken for SV United. They will be playing Premiership football come next year. It's with Duncan, but knocked away, and it's going to be a throw-in to SV United. Going into that part of the field that is fairly dark here tonight.
Yes.
The light pole within that region not operational. Bit of a technical problem that the Football Federation has to sort out, but we have a game to play tonight, and they insisted that they're going to certainly go ahead. And it's still fairly good quality light, Charlo.
Yes, it's a fear.
Here is Edwards being robbed of it, and well, repossessed. SV United. Ball to the middle, looking there for Edwards. Runs onto it, but Lavia's beaten. And, well, it just had a little bit on that one and had to knock it back. Goes out of touch, but a nice ball through the middle there for Edwards. Well, he beat the goalkeeper, but his first touch was just too much on it.
And he really had to retrieve that because he had an open goal.
So, throwing now to SV United. They certainly thus far has had the better of the exchanges early in this one. We're just into the 4th minute, but they certainly had about 3 opportunities thus far on the goal for Sparta FC. We're still going there. Referee tonight.
This is a goal kick.
Yes, it's a goal kick.
Anilan Stevens.
Yes. And Lavia, all decked out in yellow, leaves it for his defender, who knocks it upfield. And play over there, trying to put it in. There's no number on the back of that player, so it's difficult for me to.
There's some of the numbering, particularly on the back of Sparta's shirt, that really poses a big problem.
Ball is out of touch there. Sutton trying to get it in, but couldn't do so. And the ball is at SV United. Sutton now with possession, but he's bundled to the ground. Foul in the process.
It's going to be a free kick.
Yes. Right in front of referee Stevens. Certainly didn't miss that one. And free kick to SV United. Got the big number 4 in Poole, Nathaniel Poole. He's gone up into the 18-yard box.
And he's bespectacled.
Yes. So, free kick now to SV United. They've had all the dead ball situations. They have had all of the attacks. I don't believe goalkeeper Francis has touched the ball yet for the game, Charlo.
I don't think he has not come that part of the field.
This one was easy for goalkeeper Lavia. Not the best of free kicks. One bounce into the arms of Lavia, who bowls it way upfield now, and finds his number 2 player, who's Oliver. And that one is, well, that was a bit nasty. The player's over there. He's rolling all about. Let's have a look at it again.
I think he's signaling.
He went in full force there, and let's to hope that it's not a situation where there are any.
Well, you can see the hands still shaking. He's in agony.
Yeah. He certainly went in full blast there. A serious block. And he's in pain. He's in a lot of pain. Let's to hope that there are no broken bones or any fracture or anything like that. Knock on the table, Charlo.
Well, certainly, I think that player picking up a yellow card.
But a lot of force there, and he's still on the ground. Just having a little look as to what the physio is doing to try and get things back in order.
He's now in a sitting position.
So just into the 7th minute here this evening. A lot of chatter in the crowd. Just before this, we had a female football game, as was the case last evening. Of course, last evening we had a victory for Parkside Rollers, coming away victors over the Titans.
So
And
Thomas is back on his feet.
he's definitely back up. So they call it the magic spray. Let's hope that certainly things are all good for Thomas. He's now there with the 4th official. The referee comes over just to have a word. There is some concern. I don't know if it has to do with the
Well, I think
tights
yes.
being shown. And he's just ensured that they're covered. But it's now a free kick. Forced upfield now. Poole nodding it into the path of a Sparta player, but they give it up to the captain of FC United in Thomas. And here's Henry. Finds Poole. Poole goes back there to his number 9 in Duncan. To Poole. Poole with a lovely ball there for Henry to run on to. He has the space for Henry. Can he get the cross in? Yes, cross comes in a little overweighted and too long. Let's see if Samuel could hold on to it. He does. And comes back. Finds what looks like, well, still with SV United. And there's Duncan now. Into the middle. Player slipped in the process. As a matter of
I
fact,
think
goes to be
his
fouled.
feet has been taken from underneath of him.
That's one player can't pick up the number whatsoever, Charlo.
It's an extremely difficult proposition.
Yes.
And
It's difficult.
just not sure what number that is.
It might be number 8. He has a look of like
Terrace
Joseph, who used to play for,
Yes.
was it Jabel or Besco Pashas, one of those two teams? Former national player.
Certainly looks like Terrace Joseph.
So, free kick here now to SV United. Duncan is there.
So
And
to his Sutton.
So to his Sutton. So let's see who's going to take this free kick. It's Sutton. Not the best of free kicks there by Sutton. Blasted it into a sea of defenders for Spartan. They break now on the right side. And the player racing down the right flank. There are two options in the middle. Let's see. Cross comes in now. And the first touch for the night for goalkeeper Francis, doing some good work.
And he just plucked it out of the air.
Here is SV now moving forward. Giving it up. And Sparta, they will try to once again work something on this right side. It's with their number 3. Knocked into the middle. Player goes back on the wing. And the cross comes in now. Heads are up. And in the end it's out of touch. It's off the head of a Sparta player. And goal kick there for S United. So the first series of serious attacks coming from Sparta.
That's a good counter by Sparta, and really looking good coming down the right. Some good crosses, but again, Francis very alert.
So S United deep inside their own half. Duncan now with possession. Was looking there, was looking for Henry, but Thomas was very quick indeed. Got there first, booted it out of touch. And it's going to be a throw-in. So still 0-0. And by the way, of course, Charlo, of course, Vincent Mas definitely in the air. There's a big event on tonight at the Victor Arc in the Ivy Soiree, a pan event. And quite a lot of action around St. Vincent and the Grenadines for this Whitsuntide weekend. But possession now with Sparta. They've lost it. Ball through the middle. Here comes Sutton. This could be the opener. And it is. Quite composed and just tucking it past the right there of goalkeeper Lavia. The opening goal for SV United. Nice ball through the middle. And Sutton left all alone. Took his time and just slided past the goalkeeper who was off his line for the first goal here tonight.
Well, definitely good work by SV United and good control by Sutton. He saw the goalkeeper coming. He kept his composure, pushed it to the right of the goalkeeper who had absolutely no chance, into the back of the net, and opened the account with SV United 1, Sparta 0.
Yes, I love the composure shown there by Sutton. And he didn't, as we would have been seeing for quite a number of games here at the Brighton Technical Centre, especially the Premiership, where quite a lot of players with that rush of blood gave up so many obvious chances, but while taking goal there from the boot of Sutton. Sparta, ball back in defence, and it's with, that looks like Horn, trying to get it up the line, but it's out of touch, and SV United with a 1-goal lead, they will have a throw-in. So Duncan just taking his time. There are no ball boys around here tonight, and going to retrieve. In the meantime, see some patrons there around the bar getting a little sip of something. Can't give away any free advertising at this moment, but
some sort of liquid refreshment.
Duncan now with the throw-in. Is looking there for, well, it's nodded away, and it's into the path of Sutton. Sutton gives it up. Ball back to Sparta in the middle, and they robbed of it once again. And well, both teams not quite settled in those exchanges. Nonetheless, finally it's now with Sparta FC. Big number 2 in Oliver goes to his right, regains possession. Oliver drives it upfield, was looking to get the player racing through there, but it's cut out by the captain of S United. Ball in the middle of the park, picked up there now by Henry, and doing the right thing, pushing it back and forcing ball there, but there is absolutely no white shirt present there. As you notice, there are quite a number of SV United players in their own half, so he just simply needed to knock it around. It was good on Henry to recognize such.
Yes.
But the advancing player, oblivious as to what was happening, just forced it downfield into no man's land. So SV, of course, with a 1-0 lead. Goal coming in the 11th minute of the boot of Davarn Sutton. But here is Oliver with possession, and ball is out of touch. It's going to be a throw-in now for SV United. Dreadlocked play over there to take the throw-in. A player who was in some pain about 5 minutes or so. This cross is not well directed. It goes behind the goal, and it's going to be a, is it a corner kick?
Yes,
Charlo?
it's going to be a corner. You can see Henry moving into that direction.
I didn't see the deflection. That's the reason why it went so much off target. So another corner kick to SV United. I believe this is their third for the night, and this the 14th minute. And really and truly, they've had the better of the exchanges thus far. A team that appears to have more of a purpose. Let's see what they make of this one, as Henry beckons his players in the 18-yard box, and Poole comes in, but there also is Lavia.
Punches it away.
Yeah, good piece of goalkeeping at that near post by Lavia. And it's back now with Thomas, the captain of SV United, and fouled in the process there by Horn, and an immediate free kick to SV United. So deciding to go to the left. Duncan was racing down the right side, but ball on the left side, forced now through the middle diagonally, and Lavia comes off his line, easily collects, bowls it up, and intercepted. Here is Henry, but coming there first is a big, tall, lanky player there for Sparta FC in defense. A tussle for possession here now on the left side, and here's Poole. Poole bundled to the ground, and the guilty player being Malik King. Caution there by the referee as play continues on the far side.
Well, it's pretty interesting. I'm looking at the numbers. It looks like Terry Joseph there, but it's now Sparta FC. Looks to come downfield. Finds his number 19 in Richards, but it's cut out, and again giving it up. But Sparta goes to the right, finds number 10 in Straw. Looking to come down, miss kick there, shot that goes high over the uprights, and it's going to be a corner. Seems as if there's a deflection.
Apparently.
And it's going to be a corner for Sparta FC. So you can see a number of SV United players coming back into their own half.
Yes, they've
coming
packed that
back.
6-yard box especially.
Yes.
2, 4, 6.
Corner comes in and headed away, comes right back to number 11. Corner headed away again by SV United.
Well done
The
by the
race is
captain,
off.
Thomas.
Good. Number 20 for SV United picks it up. That's Clark. It's still with Thomas. Back to the player who's been bundled, and again he's signaling, but he's already crawling his way back to his feet.
Yes.
And so play will continue.
And it's difficult to pick up the number on the back of his shirt.
I think there's not a number that you can talk about. And it's with Sparta. Sparta comes in the middle. Poole cuts it out for SV United. It's still in Sparta's half. And it goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for SV United. And that player without a number on the back of his shirt, as you say, dreadlocks, he will take that throw-in. Long ball. Looking for some support. Comes back to Poole, who looks to go downfield. Sparta intercepts. Goes to his left. Still with Sparta FC. Gives it to number 3 in Horn. Still Sparta looking to worm their way out and looking to get into the SV United half. SV United now controls, goes back in defense. Now it's pumped downfield, looking to get Richards to run onto that. And number 24 doing some good defensive work there. That's Colson King for Sparta. Couldn't allow Richards to get past him because he just had the goalkeeper to contend with, and he knocks it into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for SV United deep inside Sparta FC's half. And really the early part of the exchange so far has gone to SV United.
Without a doubt, they've had the better of the exchanges. They look the more settled team, and a team with more of a purpose here this evening.
Throw comes in, shadows it, goes back, chips it across. Number 24 King knocks it into touch. It's going to be another throw-in for SV United. They are leading this encounter 1-0.
And Charlo, may I say that compared to last evening, there's a bit more creativity in this game thus far, as was the case last night.
Well, corner comes in, cut out there by the defense for Sparta FC. They are looking to come out of their own half, but have difficulty so far doing that. And this one is headed into touch. I think Noah Horn, and a throw-in for SV United. It's still with SV United. And again, good defensive work by Horn. And another throw-in for SV United. Still looking to come through. SV United, there's Sutton was looking to get Richards onto that. Had little too much on it. It goes into touch. It's a goal kick for Sparta FC. So Lavier goes back to his right to his defender. Comes downfield, but it's intercepted by SV United. It's with Poole. Poole comes back in defense, and just allowing his goalkeeper to pick that up. Thomas being robbed of a straw with a tame shot.
Very tame shot. It was a perfect opportunity for him. He certainly could have carried it a little bit more, and decided to take the one-time shot that was very, very tame.
So Amal Francis had absolutely no problem collecting. It goes into touch. A throw-in for Sparta FC. Again, it's been knocked into touch. Another throw-in for Sparta FC on their flag. Finds his number 5 in Ezran Thomas. And again, this time unable to control. It goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for SV United. We are in the 21st minute of this encounter. Francis just going to the bench, not sure what. He's having a word with someone. Stevens, that's Andylan Stevens. Apparently getting that player to get some attire, referred to as the bib.
Exactly.
Over his shirt, because
once a substitute, they must have that bib
on the substitution bench. So the throw-in, long throw, but loses it. Sparta FC will look to come away with it, and again a poor touch. And still with Sparta. Still Sparta has 2 defenders. Sparta still with it. He comes wide. A good ball. Nice, finds number 11. Puts a wrong one. Well, Dalzell goes back to the number 9, and a shot, a tame one again. And Francis coming off his line collects. Has Horn on that side for Sparta FC, who cleans it up. Gives it to number 12 in Latham, who knocks it into touch. And it's going to be a throw-in for SV United. But Sparta has not looked settled and really tried to do some level of construction.
Certainly,
seems to be kicking at random.
Certainly, and as I said, the team with more purpose here tonight, of course, is SV United, but there's an attack here.
Yes, so here they are. Good defensive work there by Thomas. Infringement called. It's against Thomas. It's going to be a free kick for Sparta FC. And Stevens right on spot. And let's see. All right. Players back on his feet. That's number 12 in Latham. Zachary Latham was brought down. So it's going to be a free kick awarded to Sparta FC. They are trailing 1-0. So it's a number 2 in Olivier. Number 9 in Malik King. So Olivier, wearing the captain's armband, he decided he'll take charge. So let's see what he will do. And he goes wide to King. King off the defender there for SV United, comes back, and it's Horn to King, and that rebounded in the path of Thomas, but SV United cuts this out. And again we see Captain Olivier finds his number 11 in Dalzell. Dalzell goes back to Olivier, looks to come through the middle, looks to flick it on, was Richards, and intercepted there by SV United, who look to come away with it, not getting through. It's still with Sparta inside their half, SV United's half. There's a tussle here, and it goes back, and in King goes wide, goes right back to his defender, finds Captain Olivier, flicks it on to his right. Good work by Horn. Horn has Straw being dispossessed, and it's being knocked into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Sparta FC, but for once we have seen a little bit more purpose on the part of Sparta FC.
Certainly.
The throw comes in. Straw goes back to Horn, and it's going to be a corner. So Sparta has earned themselves a corner, looking to put the pressure back onto SV United.
They're coming into their own, Charlie, but the number 21 might very well be the dreadlock player over there, with the number not properly seen.
Akinde Samuel.
Yes, I believe that's Samuel, based on what we have in front of us.
Yes, and I also note a very interesting situation. Number 13, I see the name of a Ray Jordan.
Yes.
But the personnel pool headed that away, and it comes right back to the defender. It's still with Thomas for SV United. He goes wide, finds Horn. Horn finds Straw. Straw comes to the middle, but losing it out there to SV United. But Straw picks it up, gives it to Olivier. Still with a still inside SV United's half. Thomas decides to go wide, looking for Straw once again. I think the offside flag is up. Richard seemed to be the one who seemed to have bought a piece of real estate in front of the goal area. And so it's a free kick awarded to SV United. But I was looking at the number 13, the name Ray Jordan, and it's a different Ray Jordan. I'm not so sure if there's a namesake, but the Ray Jordan that we know certainly not carrying that not the person wearing number 30.
Yeah.
So it's another throw-in for SV United. He comes to his captain in Courtney Thomas. Now it pumps downfield. Let's see. Number 24 in King, Carlson King, who goes wide looking for some support. And it goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Sparta FC just about the halfway line. And already you can see there's not a lot of movement from Sparta. And this one is headed away. So SV United will look to come away with it. It comes to his right, finds Poole. Poole gets a wrong one and looks to chip it down, looking for some support in the middle. Nice ball here for the number 20, and good work by Lavier, who bowls it out. This would go into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for SV United. But a good cross, and I think Lavier read it well.
Yes.
And just that Clark couldn't get there in time, and the throw-in. Sparta inside their own half and being booted into touch, and it's going to be another throw-in for SV United. They're leading this encounter to 1-0. And the crowd, I must say, better than what I really anticipated when one took into consideration the weather.
Certainly, Charlo. They've certainly coming in the ones and the twos, so to speak. Even some of the neighboring poodles are also coming in, Charlo.
Well, certainly. We have always had a good following from the dogs. So it's going to be a throw-in for SV United. Long throw. Looking to get it. Headed away there by Sparta FC. But it's only to find
Ray Jordan.
the number 13, Ray Jordan. Comes to his right. Finds Duncan. Duncan goes in the middle. Looking for some support. Still toying around with it. Chips it across. Finds number 20 in Clark. Clark with a shot and defended there by the number 12 in Latham, and it's going to be a corner kick for SV United. So we are in the 29th minute. SV United leading 1-0. Short corner comes back to Duncan. Duncan looks up, chips it across, looking to get the header going. But I think the number 21, which was Samuel, couldn't control it. It goes into touch. And a corner. So another corner to SV United. I think Ashley Henry, number 11. Corner, swirling ball. The heads go up, headed away, sliding off a defender there. Comes back to Sutton. Sutton for SV United. He goes down. Referee says to play on. And Sparta would look to come away with it. Looking for a cross. Headed away there by Samuel. And goes back into defense. The offside flag is up. And it's going to be a free kick for Sparta FC. And this is the 30th minute.
So Sparta now trying a through ball through the middle, but can only find the SV United's captain in Thomas. Goes right back to goalkeeper Francis and knocks it back. Wasn't so good a touch. As a matter of fact, they earn a corner kick. I don't believe the player was as alert as he ought to have been. In Duncan.
Well, I think when one see Horn, the goalkeeper came off his line. He had that booted downfield. Horn picked it up, saw the goalkeeper off his line, looked to go to goal, and sliding off the head of a defender, and they earned themselves a corner.
Corner kick to be taken by what looks like Thomas it is. And glancing header there. Off the player, goes downfield nonetheless, but it's with Horn. Sparta FC being battled by Henry, and Henry fouled him in the end. We're still going, and it's going to be a free kick to Sparta FC. So it's fair to say that Sparta, they've come into their own over the last 5 to 10 minutes thereabout. Not to take away anything from the fairly good football that we've seen here from SV United. Free kick comes in, nodded away by Poole, and comes right back out there now to Oliver, but he lost it. Picked up by Sutton. Knocks it back to the player who was a little unaware as to where he was. Poole now with possession. Well done, finding his goalkeeper, who now goes downfield. And player going to the ground. But it's knocked upfield there by, it looks like Henry. It's actually Sutton. And I think he saw the goalkeeper being off his line.
Trying to catch him napping.
Such was not the case because he was way off target. This one is up in the half, but it's back with SV United. Ball into the path of Henry, but robbed of it there by Thomas. And Sparta will come away now on the right side. Nice floating ball over the middle, and couldn't get there.
Too much on it.
Certainly. Was trying to get Richards going there, but as you said, way too much on it. Out of touch, and a goal kick resulting for SV United. So 1-0, and goal scorer thus far, Davern Sutton of SV United, with a nice composed ball past the goalkeeper. There's Sutton, actually it's Henry going back. So throw in nonetheless to Sparta FC, taken there by Horn. Looks like Thomas over there, and ball is out of touch off the boot of an S United player. We're still going, and infringement on the part of Sparta. I believe it's going to be a free kick for SV United. With a 1-0 lead here tonight. And look out for SV United next season as far as the Vincent Soccer Premier League is concerned. Robbed of it was Henry. Back to Horn. As Henry with him, gets around him, but Henry not giving up. And in the end, gets possession. Ball nonetheless back in Sparta half with their number 12. Knocks it upfield there to Oliver. Oliver trying to get around Samuel. He gets around him, but not legally. Ran out of real estate. Ball went out of touch for a throw-in. Ball down the left side in now to Henry. Pushed a bit in his back, but did enough to hold on to it. And now here is what looks like a ball through the middle. Well, goalkeeper Lavia was off the line. An attempt there by Sutton to get Clark going, but that was not allowed by the defense here. Upfield, missed there by Ray Jordan. And in the end, Duncan coming back just in time to clean up the mess created there by Jordan.
Definitely. In the nick of time.
In the nick of time. Here's, well, Sparta FC with possession, but I believe that's off the boot of the SV United player. Let's see. That's the ruling. Yes, it is. A throw-in for Sparta. Knocked away by Duncan. He's really doing a lot of work, Duncan, in defense.
He has really been a busy player.
Yes, and he's doing quite a lot of overlapping also. As throw taken there by Thomas. Finds what looks like Richards.
Straw
actually. And the ball into the part of Sutton. And Sutton falling in the process. Playing going down in a lot of agony there for Spartan. And
certainly
Manny
heard
King.
his scream.
Yes, right in front of us. King nonetheless is back up. And free kick looks as if Thomas is going to take it. Ezra Thomas. So free kick now being taken, and oh, that's a poorly taken free kick. Giving it away as a matter of fact to SV United. They floated upfield. Searching ball, looking there for, that's Edwards. Gets around one. And this could be an easy tap in. It's goal number 2. They're certainly taking this one away here tonight. SV United, and there is Edwards past the defender and just knocks it into the path of his advancing striker there. Easy work, and that's goal number 2 for SV United here tonight. Lost the name of the player there.
Well, I'm still waiting on the shirt. He's walking with I think they want has his right arm strapped. Yes.
Get that for you in a while.
It's number 19.
It's Richards? No, sorry, that is Edwards.
Akron Edwards.
So a 2-0 lead here for SV United. Goal coming in the 43rd minute. And that's what he talk about, the creativity. There's much more coming from this
Sparta,
SV United
the SV
team.
United team.
Yeah.
And it was a good cross coming from Clark. And goalkeeper was beaten. Edwards had an open goal to just tap it in. Was laid on a platter.
2-0 as on with possession for Sparta. Midway inside their own half, decides to go back in defense there to Latham, but robbed of it. And here is Henry, twisting and turning, gets past one, gets a cross in, but there was Sutton lurking.
Yeah, Lavia diving, putting his whole body on the line to cradle that.
Ball now with Straw, going back to Thomas. Sparta, they'll try to build and move forward. They're down 2-0, and with possession there in the middle of the park. It's with, well, it's goes right back to goalkeeper Lavia. Can't pick that one up, Lavia. Brought down by his captain in Oliver. And Oliver, well, whistle going, fouled there by Sutton. And the free kick will result on the left side here for Sparta FC. Free kick to be taken by their captain Oliver. Forces this one upfield as you see 1 minute of extra time being added. And ball there is with Henry, taps it into the part of Samuel. Samuel decides to come back, and the player goes right there to Jordan in defense, goes to his captain. So they're knocking it around. Good sensible football here by SV United. Not rushing the pace. Nice ball through the middle, but can only find a blue shirt. And there you see, just simply give him back to Sparta, to SV United.
Yes, and that's the thing about it. We are not seeing the level of control.
Duncan, well, finally Clark got there, but didn't do enough to maintain possession. And here's Danzel, flicks it on, but too many white shirts there. And that's another good thing about this SV United team. They're making sure that they come back in defense. Even some of the strikers, midfielders are also dropping back when necessary, which is so very much important in a football game. Thomas now with possession, and into the path of what looks like, well, still with Sparta, and the ball goes out of touch, and we see a substitution to take place, number 24.
Right, so King will go off.
Yes, he was injured a while ago. So coming in is number 4. That's the whistle.
That's the whistle.
So indication that John Roy Hoyt is in for Sparta, replacing Carlson King on the stroke of half-time. We come back shortly, as of course when the next 45 minutes unfolds here at the Brighton Technical Centre.
Definitely. So, welcome back to the Brighton Technical Center for the continuation of this encounter between SV United and Sparta FC. At halftime, SV United leading 2-0 with a goal Devano Sutton coming in the 11th minute and from the boot of Akron Edwards in the 43rd minute. So, players are out. Sparta FC will have a lot of work to do to pull things back, and we can see the players now getting back onto the field, not in any hurry. And Sparta FC in their white with some blues in it, and Sparta looks like black trunks and dark blue tops. So again, we have the substitution, Carlson King going off, and on comes John Roy Hoyt. And in place, so off goes number 24, on comes number 4. There goes the whistle as Sparta goes back in their own half, finds their captain Olivier, comes downfield looking for some support, but Samuel cuts it out for SV United. It's still Richards. He's being dispossessed. He goes into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for Sparta. Number 3 in Horn, quickly taken, and Olivier couldn't keep it in. It's going to be a throw-in this time for SV United. So Samuel just in front of us, and you're right, the number 21 on his trousers. And that one knocked into touch once again.
Well, it's non-existent on the back of his shirt, but fully reflected.
Yes, and a long ball downfield. I was looking for Sutton, but the defense there. Number 4 for John Roy Hoyt getting his first touch. Finds number 3, finds Straw. Straw goes back to Horn. Horn goes to the Horn. There's Sky Horn and there is Noah Horn. And number 3 and 6 is Clark.
That's where I was getting the mix-up, Charlo.
Yes, losing it out. And again, this goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for SV United. So Sky Horn is carrying the number 6, and Noah Horn is sporting number 3. So there is still SV United. A little too much on it. Goes into touch. It's going to be a goal kick for Sparta FC. So the wind has picked up, and it's never short of the breeze here at the Brighton Technical Center.
Never, never, ever. No matter what time of the year, Charlo, you have that breeze that is just coming off the Atlantic.
So Hoyt to Horn to
Olivier.
To Sky Horn, and now to Olivier, who is being fouled. Quickly taken free kick. Referee Anelan Stevens says you're a little too quickly, so that has to be retaken. Olivier goes wide, finds Latham. Latham still with it, lays it off. Latham, good ball. The races off, but intercepted there by Thomas, the captain. That's Courtney Thomas, and dispossessed. Now it's Olivier looking to get things moving, but SV United standing firm. And he goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for SV United on that far side. Long ball. Still SV United. Good ball. Looking for control. Looking to find the player coming through. It's still with SV United. Gets a wrong one. He goes down and he goes into touch. And it's going to be
goal kick.
Goal kick. I think that's what was indicated. Or is it a free kick? I was getting the impression it was a goal kick. But
It looks as if it's a free kick. It's a free
It's
kick.
going to be a free kick.
Yes.
It's just inside
The way in which
corner flag.
the assistant referee pointed his flag.
Yes.
But it's a free kick.
So here's the free kick. Lobbed in and knocked away there by Lavier, but the Captain Olivier would come away with it, but he's been dispossessed. Finds Sutton. Sutton has Olivier. And
that's a foul.
Well,
will be carded for that.
I think he will be.
Let's see what happens.
Referee Anil Stevens just walking there, ensuring all is well.
Let's look at it on the screen, Charlo.
Well, there's no card.
That is a card. He went to lunged at the player there. I'm surprised that.
Referee, we would say, has been very lenient. So it's going to be a free kick. So Sutton, who opened the account for SV United, will take that free kick. You can see a two-man wall in Noah Horn and Cameron Straw. This time he loves it. I think he has a little too much on that.
Way too much.
And it goes into touch. It's going to be a goal kick for Sparta FC. So they're trailing by 2 goals. It's 2-0. He comes across and finds Hoyt. Hoyt being brought to the ground. It's a free kick for Sparta. Sutton not satisfied where he's going to spot that and looking to take some advantage. Now Hoyt pumps it downfield and off the chest there of Thomas, and this one is booted into touch. In fact, it's still in play, and it's Poole lays it off. Poole looking to get a wrong one, but he's been dispossessed. And again, we see the lack of construction, and it goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for SV United. Not seeing the level of control and looking to really lay on some passes and get deep in the SV United half. Seeing just really kicking at random. Throw comes in. It's still with SV United. Chips it down, looking for some support. Lavier comes off his line, collects easily. He bowls it out. Finds Straw. Straw has 2. He pumps it downfield, looking for Richards to run on to. Richards looking to get around Thomas. He is shouldering him. He goes down, and it's an infringement there on the part of Thomas. And it's going to be a free kick to SV United.
Well, the good thing is that Thomas kept very, very close there to Richards, gave him absolutely no space, and he had no choice. In order to get around, he had to push him away, so to speak, Charlo.
Had to shoulder him to knock him off. So Thomas, Courtney Thomas, the captain, SV United. Now he sends it downfield, looking for support, but it's cut out there. It's Sparta looking to come away with it. It's Hoyt still with it, but losing it in the end. And now Straw finds Duncan in from Malik King, and it's still with Sparta FC. Comes to his right, looks for Captain Olivier, who's been dispossessed by Terrence Joseph. And good defensive work there by Sparta. Finds Horn, Noah Horn, still in the middle. Good piece of work, finds Sky Horn, but he's been dispossessed. Sparta now picks up the loose ball. That again intercepted by SV United. And it's now with Sparta FC again. Good cutout, right back to a defender there. Chips it down for Sparta FC, looking for Straw. Finds Richards. Richards looking to lay it off, but good defensive work by Courtney Thomas. And SV United just knocking it around now. He pumps it downfield, looking for some support. Can he keep it in? Sutton cannot. It goes into touch. And it's going to be a throw-in for Sparta FC. So Sparta looking to put pressure on SV United, but SV United standing very firm indeed in defense. Throw comes in quickly. Skyhorn is being pushed and he's being knocked into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for Sparta FC. So Skyhorn now leaves it to Noah Horn.
It appears if they're related. There's a look-alike, just that one is a little fairer than the other. Charlo, I don't know if you noticed the resemblance.
I was looking at that, and Samuel knocks it into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Sparta FC.
So it appears if they might very well be brothers.
I
won't be surprised if they are.
I will never be surprised. And you look at the body structure as well.
Physique, exactly.
Finds Richards. Richards has Samuel to contend with. He goes down, but it's been intercepted by SV United. SV United now looking to come away with it. And infringement call there against Sparta FC, and there you can see referee Stevens just running across to see if all is well with Samuel. I think he lost his boot in the process. It's just about
he's been in the wars tonight.
Yes, getting his boot well strapped. You can see Clark is number 13 in Ray Jordan. Now he pumps it downfield. The heads go up off Sutton, flick back. Hoyt will have it. Has Richards, and he lays it back for Lavier. Lavier sends it out. Finds number 11 in Henry. Henry has Cameron Straw. He dances a wrong one. They're still with SV United, but they're losing it. Olivier would come away with it for Sparta. He's been hustled and bundled. Terrace Joseph, the guilty offender. And it's going to be a free kick awarded to Sparta FC.
Well, the captain goes down. He's holding his midsection. And the physio race is coming in. Female, good to see the females involved. Charlo.
Yeah, quite a few females are definitely involved with the football at different levels. You see it in the Premier Division.
Certainly.
And we're seeing it here in the Tier 2 division. And he's now helped to his feet. So he helped to the sideline. I'm sure that very soon he will be back to lead the charge for Sparta FC.
Without a doubt. As you spoke about Ray Jordan, my mind just reflected, what's up with the pace of Ray Jordan these days?
Well, Ray Jordan, there's no cricket going around, so I'm not too sure in terms of their level of fitness. But I managed him at the under-19 level, and he certainly had a very good turn of speed.
Certainly.
The shot goes down the flank, headed away there by Courtney Thomas, the captain. Finds Skyhorn, but he loses it. Down goes the player. Infringement called against him, and it's going to be a free kick to SV United. I think Asni Henry was the one. It's a diminutive individual.
Yes.
Thomas pumps it down. Samuel pumps it downfield. Hoyt flicks it on to Horn. Horn finds Straw. Straw in dispossess, and it's infringement called there against Straw. It's going to be a free kick for SV United. And that incident took place just in front of the referee.
Right in front of him.
Asni Henry with it. Henry comes back in defense. Now he comes back to Samuel. Samuel goes wide to the right, looking to get things going, changing the angle. But Sparta picks it up, finds Horn, Noah Horn. Horn chips it downfield, looking for some support. Richards has it. He has Thomas to contend with. Looking for some, comes across field, but really giving it up. Olivier is back, but SV United picks that up, and it's knocked into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for SV United.
Well, Richards had no choice there because there's hardly any blue shirts there in the middle, so he had to hold things up for his players to come forward, and unfortunate in doing so, gave up the opportunity. Exactly.
Yeah, so again, we not seen that purposeful nature of Sparta FC. We saw Richards on the run, and there was really no one coming through to give that sort of support.
Exactly.
And that's the credit you have to give to SV United. Whenever one player takes it up, you can have a 3-4 players going with him. There's a tussle between Sutton and Skyhorn. Lavier lays it out, finds that Sutton with a one-time kick, and Lavier comes off his line, collects. Now he bowls it out on the far side, looking for some support, looking to get things going, but SV United picks up, controls well, gives it up. Skyhorn with it for Sparta. Goes down and off the head of the player. Francis comes off his line, toy with it a bit, and collects as Shaw was looking to get in there, and now he pumps it downfield. It with Sparta on the far left, looking to come back in the center, crosses it, looking for some support. Richards has Shaw with a shot that goes wide, and it's going to be a goal kick for SV United.
So 2-0 in this is 61st minute. Goal kick to be taken by SV United. It's with their goalkeeper Francis. Spots it and decides to go to his right here to Ray Jordan, it looks like. Yes, Jordan goes down the right and finds a player who knocks it into the path of Terrace Joseph, but he's closely marked. Nonetheless, it's still with SV United, and they now race down the right side. Looks as if it's, well, player still moving forward, and Clark gets past the second. Good work. Crosses, well, it's not the best of crosses, and in the end it's out of touch. But
well, it's not the best of crosses and not the best of clearance.
Without a
the
doubt.
defender should have done a lot better.
So overall, not so much good football, but ball still with SV United as the player tumbles there. It looks as if it's number 19. Yes, it is. But they regain possession. Takes a shot, and again high over the crossbar, off the boot of, it looks like Clark over there. Yes, Kevon Clark, and it's going to be a goal kick to Sparta FC. So 61 minutes plus gone, and thus far we're 16 minutes into the second half, and Sparta still looking to get on the score sheet. But here comes Samuel, and got a touch onto it, but it's flicked back, looking there for his player, but picked up by Samuel, knocks it into the middle, but only finds Sky, and gave it up. Oliver gets possession now for Sparta, and good work there by Poole. Regaining possession. A bit of a battle between Joseph and Oliver, but it's upfield now, and this could be a bit of a danger. Goalkeeper's off his line, and well, goes wide. He could have done a little much better there in Edwards. Had the advancing goalkeeper. Let's have a look at it again. The keeper was way off his line, and oh, what an awful touch there, Charlo.
Yes. One was looking for goal number 3, so substitution of goals number 20.
That's for Sparta. Number 20.
We didn't have a number 2, but I think on comes number 20, Andres Campbell.
And Sky Horn is off.
Off goes number 6.
All right, and Sky Horn. So Campbell comes in for Horn. This one is now volleyed upfield, and it's into the path of Terrace Joseph. Knocks it back there to Samuel. Samuel looks for Joseph, and this time finds his captain, who's going to go back to his goalkeeper. Pulls to his right and opens up the middle there for Francis, who found the player there in the middle. So good piece of football by SV United. This one is given away. A searching ball there for Henry, but cut out, and in the end there's Ray Jordan knocking it upfield. And ball now with Sparta FC on the left side. It looks like Dalzell. And there's Duncan, who's had a good game in that right back position. He got a boot in, knocked it away, and the throw will result now for Sparta FC. So going over there, it looks as if it's, well, taken by Thomas, who's looking for Campbell, but knocked away by Duncan. And upfield now is Edwards with it. Goes past one Edwards. He really has a lot of pace, Edwards, on this right side. And his attempt to get around the player. Latham out of touch. It's the assistant referee ruled that it was for S United, but overruled by the referee. And it's going to be a throw-in for Sparta. And there we see an appeal by Edwards. He's appealing to the referee. But the man with the whistle in the middle is the one who's in charge. And Sparta now with possession. Long ball down the left side, but it's aimless. And simply, well, what confusion there is, and a goal that is given up. Knocked home there by Richards, and poor football on the part of the captain and his goalkeeper. And that one just knocked in there by Richards, much to the amazement. It seems as if Spartan has huge support here tonight, Charlo, because they've gone crazy.
Yes, certainly they have support, but really it's Sunday. It's like giving up a Sunday meal.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. That was just so easy. It was knocked back with a lot of time, a lot of space, and I just couldn't understand. But here is Henry now with possession, and wrong foot's the...
Good work. Good work.
And nonetheless, all that good work coming to naught as is pulled away by the defense. And in the end, a quick throw-in taken there by Campbell. In comes Poole, got a boot in there. And Henry tried for all his work, but certainly couldn't keep it in. And it's a throw-in there for Sparta FC. So 2-1. As the throw taken there by Horn. It's a second opportunity as it was nodded out. And this throw-in was not the best again. And there's Terrace Joseph this time. So he's going further down the line, Horn. And all of a sudden, this crowd has come to life.
Yes.
Charlotte has done a shouting and instructions.
I'd really like to see an equalizer.
Ball knocked out of touch this time. It's going to be a throw-in for
poor work
SV
on the part
United.
of Sparta.
Yes. They're really vocal here tonight, all of a sudden. And, they were quite quiet with that 2-0 lead by SV United. But the Sparta posse, if I can call it that, they'll certainly come to life. Here's Samuel now with the throw-in. And the chatter continues. Was looking there for Henry, unfortunately didn't find him. Ball went out of touch, and Horn picks up the throw-in now for Sparta FC. Picked up now by Henry, cuts into the middle, and robbed of it. But it's back to Terrace Joseph, to Henry. Closely marked, goes down, whistle going. Infringement called against Horn, in somewhat sportsmanlike, acknowledging the fact that he would have fouled. Quickly taken a free kick, but not the best of free kicks there by Terrace Joseph. Here's Dalzell, ball through the middle, but Francis is off his line, and let's see, this time, that's how it should have happened the first time around.
Certainly. He was more decisive on this occasion.
Without a doubt. Ball back with SV United. And it's back in their own half, picked up there by Ray Jordan. Sparta nonetheless wins it. Dalzell with a cross, but there's just not enough blue shirts there, and Captain Thomas gets it away after a second attempt. Finds his opposing captain in Oliver, but he loses possession, and that's a crunching one. He's gonna get a card, Duncan. Referee says no way that can be tolerated, and it looks as if it's, who's it down? It's Horn.
Sutton picking up a yellow.
Yes, Sutton picks up a yellow. Of course, he scored the opening goal here tonight in the 11th minute, and he really ran into Horn there. We heard the crunch from our vantage point.
You can see they're just checking his insteps.
Just ensuring it all is well. So here's Thomas now, who's going to take that free kick for Sparta. Down the middle. There's the captain, Thomas. Doing well. Floats it forward. Let's see who's going to run onto it. There is Edwards, but it bounced a little too much for him, and the goalkeeper muffed it a bit. Certainly, it's really building up here tonight.
Yes.
All of a sudden.
The momentum is increasing.
Dalzell twisting and turning there on the far side. Still has possession, leaves it. Cross comes in now. Nodded away by the towering figure of Samuel. And ball back on the right side. Still with Sparta FC now. Floats it back in. Can only find Samuel once again. Doing some good work. Ensuring that he gets it out of that 18-yard box. But Sparta FC, they've had this SV United team under a bit of pressure. And in the end, Francis doing some good work, went over there to collect. And let's see what he does with it. Drills it upfield, searching one. And could have done a little better because there was just that lone player up front in terms of Edwards. But here's Henry battling for possession, losing out. Comes in out to Campbell. Turns nicely there for Sparta FC. Floats it into the path, was looking there for Straw. But there is Samuel. And just pushing it out of touch. Saying, guy, just hold on a while. We're not going to make you advance too much further. But ball, and well...
There is some purpose now on the part of Sparta FC from the moment they scored that goal.
Certainly.
It's like tonics. They are now moving, looking now to put pressure.
Well, here is Edwards. Takes a shot. It rebounds off of, looks like Latham. And Sparta comes away with it. So here, certainly, ball through the middle now. And Richards. Well, Samuel gets there first. He shadows, fouled in the process by Straw. I said Richards, but it's actually Straw. And it's going to be a free kick. So
it's building.
Yeah, it's just as if all of a sudden Sparta had some sort of energy tonic or something, but they really sprung to life. And we have a player who's down. It looks as if it's, let's see who it is.
Looks like a Horn.
Is it? Well, our camera going across to have a closer look, and yes, it is Horn, Noah Horn. He had a, well, his boot and socks has been pulled off.
Well, I think he's now...
and the stretcher is coming on. I think he's now actually feeling the effects of that knock he got early on.
Well, we saw him touching that area in the kickoff, and now he's really feeling the effects of it.
So, stretcher wasn't needed. He was helped off by the physio, who's really working hard tonight. And close within our area, there's a spray that is being applied, but play continues. Samuel, downfield now. And knocked away by the big number 4 for Sparta FC, but into the part of Poole. And all of a sudden, we noticed that there's that anxiety that's just come into the SV United team, and they're just knocking away everything.
Well, I think Sparta has really sprung a bit of surprise. From the moment they scored that goal, we saw more purpose, and they're putting more pressure on the defense, and hence they're just simply trying to clear it from their defensive area.
We saw that a while ago. Terrace Joseph with a thumping header looking there for Henry, and he's quarreling with Henry, but there was just simply too much pace on it. It was difficult for Henry to get there. We're going to have a substitution, and see, number 19 is coming out for Sparta, and coming in is the number 14.
Number 19 was the goal scorer.
Right.
Similarly, Richards, and on comes number 14.
It's a double substitution. Missed the second one, but we'll find a new player who is in, and certainly informed. Well, there's another substitution also taking place. Henry is going to come out for SV United, and he's on a... Did he get a yellow card? He's on a yellow card, right?
Yes.
Right.
No. Sutton is on a yellow card.
Sutton is on a yellow card.
So Henry will
comes out.
And on would come the number 6.
Canaldo Joseph. So throw in taken there by Straw. Off the head of Campbell. But it's into the path of Samuel. And another aimless kick. This time back to Straw.
So number 16.
Picked up there by Oliver.
Number 16 came on for, that's the number we missed in John, Ronaldo John.
For Sparta.
For Sparta FC.
Ball over the crossbar there, and we see yet another player down for SV United. It looks as if it's their captain. Let's have a closer look. No, it's not the captain. But the player holding his face there. And being helped up, good sportsmanship. Got a bit of a knock.
It was later.
Later in his face. It all appears to be well. And Thomas now to take the free kick. Floats it upfield. Searching one. On the left side. Well done by Dalzell. Shot comes in. And it's across the goal mouth. Campbell is there, but he can't keep that one in. And it's going to be a goal kick for SV United. Given a bit of respite. Let's do hope that they settle themselves here. It's an opportunity just to slow things down, as he said, yes. And maybe try to build from the back and come forward instead of thumping it up the field. Because you thump it up the field and you certainly give it away, and Sparta, they're going to come at you once again. And there you go. Ball downfield. Onto the head of SV United. Here's Edwards. This time they keep possession. SV United, lovely ball through the middle. But the defense is there for Sparta. Captain Oliver picking it up, finds Dalzell. And Dalzell did a nice little ball through there, but it's cut out by Ray Jordan. And back to Sparta nonetheless. Campbell. And still with Sparta. But robbed of it with the player who just came in there. That's Joseph. 6. Here is Clark now with possession. And giving it up to Sparta FC. Poole getting the boot in, knocking it away. And throw-in will result.
So a throw-in for Sparta. Deep inside the half of SV United. Still with Sparta, off the defender. And it's been now cleared. It comes downfield, but Sparta knocks it back into the path. And this is pumped downfield. Number 19 on that far side. In Edwards has a shot, and Lavier collects easily at the near post and bowls it out. Number 16 for Sparta FC in Charles, in John, and it comes down. Francis lays it off. They have still that tussle inside the half.
Oliver.
Joseph with a shot into his counterpart, and it's Charles with it. Charles still looking to get around one. John looks to get around one, looks to get around two. Samuel is in a tussle, and he was being pulled, and referee says it's going to be a goal kick.
Charles, I don't know if you're having a look at, well, you're looking at what's happening on field, but there's a crowd that is actually just moving down the line with the play.
With the Sparta player. They have really come to life here. And it's going to be a goal kick for SV United, but there's that spring in the step, so to speak, in terms of Sparta. Certainly. And the way they're moving from the moment they scored that goal.
And a goal that was given to them.
Well, it was laid on a platter. So, kickoff to be taken. Long ball downfield. Controlled by Olivier, who gives it up. There is Joseph, pumps it down to on the far right. They're looking for some support. Latham knocks it into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for SV United. And we can see a number of Sparta FC players coming back to provide some support to goalkeeper Lavier. In fact, is that
it's a free kick, it looks like. Or is he leaving it? Well, there's
some uncertainty in terms of the throw-in. Yes, I think it was SV United's throw. Yes, it finds Poole. Poole goes back to the player who little too much on it. He goes into touch. It's going to be a goal kick for Sparta FC. Kickoff, not the best of kickoff, but picked up by Olivier for Sparta. Still Sparta as he goes back to his goalkeeper in Lavier. Lavier lays it off, finds John. John chips it downfield, was looking for some support, but couldn't get that. And he goes into touch. And it's Campbell. He was looking to get Campbell going. And it's still SV United, number 19. King, Edwards. And Lavier comes off.
Definitely
infringement called
against
Lavier. So goal disallowed. That's from the number 6.
Joseph.
It was Joseph who came on. And it's going to be a goal kick for Sparta FC.
Well, Sutton is on the ground. Finally gets up. Let's have a little word there with the referee. Probably just inquiring about his condition, but all appears to be well, Charlo.
Well, he's walking away. And this one is looking for straw for Campbell. Infringement call. He goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in now for SV United. Samuel just in front of us.
Well, I wondered who he was trying to get to that throw-in.
I'm not too sure. And Samuel heads it in. Olivier using his height, gets it back. Straw, chest it down, but has a defender to contend with. Still with it, lays it off for John. John gives it to Campbell. And it goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for SV United. Players becoming very, very vocal. So too is the crowd. Samuel just in front of us. Lays it off. And from Akron, Edwards comes back to Edwards. Edwards goes across field, but dispossessed there by Olivier. And there is a Poole knocking that into touch, saying I'm going to stop the advancement of Sparta. They're throwing for Sparta FC. Quickly taken. Still with Sparta. Cross comes in. Looking for some support. Francis comes off his line. Collects and bowls it out on this side. And couldn't control. There was the number 6. Joseph.
He's going to get a card.
And
certainly kicked this one away while it was already out of touch. And
so it's Joseph picking up a yellow card.
Unnecessary.
Certainly, totally unnecessarily picking up that yellow. And so he goes into the book, getting that yellow in the 82nd minute. And certainly, Eddie, I think we will have a challenge in terms of the play of the game.
Well.
Thomas there. Courtney Thomas, captain for SV United, booting it into touch. It's going to be another throw-in for Sparta FC. John, long ball, looking to get into the 18-yard box again. Heads go up and off Thomas. Goalkeeper Francis came off his line, collects easily, holds on for a moment, and allow play to move. Terrace Joseph goes back to Samuel, who pumps it downfield, headed back up by Hoyt. But here is Poole with a nice ball, looking for Edwards on that fast, right? And infringement call.
It's actually a handball.
Yes,
on the part of Edwards.
Going to be a free kick quickly taken by Sparta FC. Going down the left flank. Really running the defense here for SV United. Looking to do a little too much. And now it's being knocked into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Sparta FC. So, quickly taken. Was looking for Straw. And off Straw, it goes into touch. It's going to be a goal kick for SV United, but it's really heating up. Sparta getting a new lease in life from the moment they scored that goal, and they have the support on the sideline. And I'm sure if the Sparta can equalize here, there would be an eruption of noise.
Of course, without a doubt, Charlo.
So it's Poole heading that into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Sparta FC. They're trailing by a goal, so it's SB United 1, Sparta SB United 2, Sparta United 1. So Latham lays it off. He's still with Sparta, but he goes into touch for another throw-in. All right. Now it's going to be a foul throw. It's going to be a throw-in now for SV United. And SV United, the players are very reluctant coming forward, looking to put some pressure.
Well, they seem to, trying to pack the defense to keep out these attacks or barrages from Sparta.
So Latham has one as
even though there's just
Clark,
1-2 players
yes.
up front.
It goes into touch, a throw in, comes back to Poole. Poole lays it back to Clark. Clark looking to work his way down with a cross into the near corner, and Lavier couldn't hold on. He goes into touch. It's going to be a corner for SV United, but there's no sense of urgency.
Well, there's a 2-1 lead, and they're taking their time. We're now into the 85th minute exactly, so they're trying to, run as much time off the clock as possible, Charlo. Short corner kick.
Yes, and the corner comes in now, headed away there by the defense. So it's going to be another corner, because he's headed into touch. I think Latham was there, and it looks like Sutton.
But it seems as if SV United just stopped with the creativity that they had early on. And just into that defensive mode as is happening there at the corner flag.
There are 2 short corners. Again, it being knocked into touch. This time it's going to be a goal kick.
So rather than taking the corner kick,
yeah,
decide to just stay in the corner to try and waste time. That is basically what's happened there.
And the flag goes up. And not too sure. So it's going to be a free kick awarded to SV United.
But you notice there's not no urgency. There's no players really coming forward.
Just 2 players.
Yeah.
2 players inside that area. And so it's going to drop ball. So Sutton with it.
He's going to go back to the corner flag. And some smart work on his part this time, of course. I must give him some credit with regards to that.
So it's going to be a free kick. So it's still SV United in no hurry. And there goes the whistle for it. They're still wasting time.
Well, the whistle is gone.
Yes. And again, they're just toying with it inside that corner flag. And it goes into touch. It's a throw-in for Sparta FC, but certainly not purposeful football at all. Comes back to John. John lays it off to Campbell, and it goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Sparta FC. John looks up. It's going to be a long throw. Looking to find someone in the center. The flag goes up. It's a foul throw. It's going to be a throw-in for SV United.
The Sparta players brought it to the exact spot, but Samuel has just taken his time.
Yeah, we are just getting into the 89th minute. Samuel goes back to Joseph. Joseph pumps it downfield as it goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Sparta FC on this our side. So, long ball, looking for some support. It's number 8 in Ballantyne with it. And Courtney Thomas, the captain, knocks it into
Well,
touch.
he's certainly done some good work in defense tonight for SV United,
Yes,
Thomas.
he has really led from the front as a captain. So John with a throw-in. Long ball. Poole uses his height. And let's see. Sparta looking to control. Goes down the left flank, still with Sparta. Looking to get around one. Looks to get around two. And in the end, going into touch, it's going to be a goal kick. Trying to do a little too much with that. And it goes into touch. It's a goal kick for SV United. And Francis not in any hurry. Spots it. Just looking on that far side to see how many minutes of added time. We're seeing the fourth official having a look at her watch. Now it's pumped downfield. Off the head there of Edwards. This is Clark. Clark with a shot into the side netting. And it's going to be a goal kick for Sparta FC. So Sutton. Still a little bit cut out there by Latham. Latham now look for a counter. Off Poole, it goes into touch. And it's going to be a throw-in for Sparta FC. You can see referee just holding play because there's a SV United player who's down, he's in a sitting position. And certainly I think that player is just biding some time.
Certainly, but a lot of extra
it's going
time.
to be a 4 minutes of added time here. So he would have to go to the sideline. That's Sutton, showing the back of his hamstring.
And the referee's trying to get him off. But he's
and there's another.
well, this is SV United seems to be involved in a lot of time wasting tactics here tonight.
Yes.
They've played some good football. There's no question with regards to that. And my humble opinion should just simply continue to play the game. Yes, they want to have a victory tonight, but as we've seen earlier, they had been the better of the team. And all of a sudden when, because of the fact that Sparta scored, it just seemed to just went into that defensive shell.
Certainly. You know? And the play definitely has broken down.
Yeah. Sense of purpose and creativity just went out of the window. And they've parked that defensive bus and the time wasting. Meantime, we've yet to have a restart, and we've had a minute and a half gone. And this have not been a restart since the 4 minutes have been indicated, Charlo.
Yeah, so number 20 goes off in Clark. And I think on comes his number 16 in Bristol for SV United. So SV United will look to come away with it. Pumps it downfield.
He's offside.
There is Joseph being in an offside position. And it's going to be a free kick. John lays it off. Finds number 14 in Charles. So lays it off a little too much on it, and you can see Francis just shadowing it, allowing it to go into touch. And Sparta recognizing the essence of time.
He's actually spotted the ball for the keeper.
And retrieved it. The keeper now spotting it somewhere else. And Jordan pumps it downfield. Knocked back by Hoyt in the path of Charles. Charles to John. Charles picks it up. Looks to get around, finds John. John looks to get around.
Fouled there by Joseph.
And there is Joseph.
Pulled him down.
And
he's going to get a card for it.
He's going to get a card. And
as we look at it now, pulling the player down there is Terrace Joseph. And earning a yellow card.
So it's going to be a free kick for Sparta FC. So Hoyt.
And why is he there quarreling with the referee? The referee's asked him to go back. Come on.
Sutton. So Latham comes back to take that free kick. Let's see what he will do. Latham pumps it downfield looking for a header. But again, we see the head of Thomas. It looks like heading it away. It's still being brought down. Referee says infringement. And it's going to be a free kick for Sparta. Now being spotted. So there's that urgency on the part of Sparta FC. The time is running out. This can well be the last kick.
Well, I think the referee might actually add probably another minute because there's quite a lot of time lost in extra time, but that's all left to be seen.
So Olivier, the captain. He's lining up that free kick. Let's see, you're hearing advice to go straight to goal. And off the header there, and off a defender, Francis comes off his line. It's a goal kick.
I believe Thomas was actually offside there. Not Thomas, but Ballantyne who was offside.
It was offside. So again, this one pumped downfield. Cut out there by John. Terry Joseph knocks it into touch. It's going to be another throw-in for SV United. For Sparta FC, it's FC United knocked that into touch. John. And I think there goes the whistle. So in the end, Sparta FC suffering defeat here with SV United coming away with a 2-1 win here in this encounter.
Well, congratulations to SV United. For the better part of the game, they had played the better football in my humble opinion. Created the opportunities, and certainly, of course, as I said, the better team won here tonight. But I just didn't like the tactics at the end of the game. They certainly could have, you know, done a lot
of time wasted.
Yes,
and it really has locked any level of construction and creativity in the last 10 or so minutes.
So with that, of course, victory to SV United. Congratulations to them. These teams are going to be all part of the Premiership come next year, the Vincent Soccer Premier League. And, well, with the likes of Avenues United and who's number 9? I'm forgetting the team that is in Obekwe. Those teams, if they don't improve over the next coming games, might very well find themselves
in the relegation zone.
Certainly. So we got to say thanks to our team, brother Woody, doing the production here tonight. Of course, the cameraman Radical, our driver. We have to apologize once again. There was a bit of an electrical problem and we lost about 8 minutes or so in the broadcast. No fault of ours. The electricity got kicked out. As to why, absolutely no knowledge, but these things will happen. But thank you very much for being all part of it, and I believe we'll be back on the weekend on Friday with more
back on
Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay, very well. Wow, so no rest for the wicked, Charlo.
No rest for the weary.
I stand corrected.
So we should be here on Tuesday.
On Tuesday night with more football here.
Football news.
Enjoy your night.